Just tonight one more time for me, please. This is definitely sponsored by Toys for Tots. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. Thank you for coming and bringing your toys and spreading that Christmas cheer as we all need it in this time exactly. Make sure you got something else. Fantastic. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Empire Arena here in Castleberry, Florida for the Establishment Wrestling Presents Wreck the Halls.
Florida, weighing in at 185 pounds, the man who's marvelous in motion, Chris Marvelous.
And as Chris Marvelous makes his way to the ring, I find it appropriate that we get to introduce ourselves. I am your play-by-play man for the evening, T.J. Lopes. I'm so excited to be here, and my broadcast partner, Chris Page. Chris, I have a Christmas tie on. I've got Christmas socks on. I know you can't see them, but I promise them they're there. No better way to start the holiday season than Wreck the Halls.
Listen, there's no presents being thrown out tonight. Everything's coming up cold for some of these guys. This is going to be a wild ride, and I cannot wait.
I do have to ask, Chris, what is the match that you think we should keep our eye on the closest right now as Marshall Moore makes his way to the ring?
My eyes are locked on Elias, AK-47 Roman, and Destin Joanna tonight in the main event. The street fight. All hell is going to break loose. I don't know what we're going to be in for. That's what's on my bucket list tonight, but I'm stoked to see what Chris Marvelous has on tap. First time watch for me live and in living color. I'm always prone to see first timers.
Well, we've got title matches, we've got grudge matches, but we will start with a showcase match. Marshall Moore, Chris Marvelous, Big Business LLC versus the Marvelous One himself. We will see who comes out on top to open up Wreck the Halls. And we are sponsored tonight by Toys for Tots. I do want to shout them out and say thank you. We appreciate the partnership. If you did bring an open toy, you would have gotten in free tonight, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of toys handed out in that ring tonight.
I know, man. A lot of coals happening. The opening bell has sounded, and we are underway.
Chris Marvelous telling Marshall Moore exactly what he thinks right away. And I'm not sure I would be doing that if you're Chris Marvelous. We've seen Chris a couple of times here at the Establishment Wrestling, but this is Marshall Moore's Establishment Wrestling debut, but make no mistakes about it, folks. This man has been everywhere.
Marshall Moore is one big cat, and if Chris Marvelous is going to be successful, he is going to have to find a way to stay away from the power that we just saw a minute ago without off rip. Tossed him down to the mat like it was nothing.
Controlling the wrist is Moore. Marvelous drops to a knee. He's going to have to find his way out of the bear-like grip of Marshall Moore, and that's one way to do it.
Nice transition into a side headlock by Marvelous, but I don't know how smart that is.
All Business, Big Business LLC, Marshall Moore. Like I said, he's been everywhere. He's been WWN Proving Ground. He's been just all over the place, and he's been quite impressive every time I've seen him. A big shoulder tackle.
That did not work out for Chris at all. That's that power that he's going to have to find a way to stay away from, and I don't know, man.
You could see the disdain on Marshall Moore's face, and he just catches Marvelous and throws him down.
Spine on the pine right there, and if I'm the Marvelous One, I'm going to take a timeout. However, Marshall is on the attack.
Oh, man. I could feel that. And Marshall Moore checking his fingers. making sure all the skin's still left on him. My goodness.
Mrs. Claus felt that one at the North Pole, brother.
And if I'm Chris Marvelous, I mean, I don't know how smart that is at this juncture, but whatever strategy I had, if I'm Chris Marvelous, I would change it up right now. Going for a clothesline there, and that basically just angered Marshall Moore even further in a drop kick. Staggers Moore into the corner, and another one. Now, go ahead.
A third clothesline into the corner there. This is what he's got to do. He's got to find a way to create some space to get some offense going.
Oh, and that will not do it.
Marshall just Samoa Joe'd him and just walked right out of the way. And his only attack, he's fierce. He's fierce.
Marshall Moore, I said all business. Treating Chris Marvelous's chest like a bedpan, just beating him the crap out of him. My goodness.
Hey, listen, the Marvelous one's going to wake up with handprints on his chest if he's not careful here.
I can't imagine what Chris Marvelous's chest must feel like right now, but it's starting to look more and more like minced meat the longer this match goes on. And now, once again, getting wrist control is Moore.
Moore climbing up to the middle rope here. What is he thinking for a big man? He has got some agility right now. Wow.
Marshall Moore scaling that second rope. Nice agility and balance for a big man.
And Moore planted with a sidewalk slam. That might do it.
And a cover, and Chris Marvelous able to just barely get that shoulder up after the sidewalk slam. Marshall Moore is in complete control, and again, I don't know what strategy Chris Marvelous had going into this thing, but he's going to have to change it up because right now he is getting absolutely dominated, and now a standing heel hook from Moore.
If I'm Marvelous, I got to find a way to create space. I have to find a way to get something going here because this is going to end quick if not. Marshall is in firm control. He's utilizing his power. He's utilizing his strength.
He likes to say Marvelous in motion. Well, right now the only motion he's making is writhing in pain. Marshall Moore is just taking it to him right now. I can't even speak.
I don't know how smart this is for Marvelous right now. That knee is obviously hurting. Oh, look at the power right here.
Up in a fisherman's suplex position, and he hits it. That may do it.
No cover, though.
Marshall Moore feels obviously he has this in the bag, and I may agree with him at this juncture. He's doing faring pretty well, but I'm not sure I wouldn't have gone for a cover there.
Well, I think he's just toying with him at this point. For Marshall, he's in firm control. He's feeling it right now. I say that, and we see Marvelous sidestep, and now he's unloading here in the corner.
Marvelous throwing some chops of his own, trying anything to get back in this match. He's going to have to stack some high-volume offense. Marshall Moore just runs right into him like a linebacker through a running back. Like Christian Ellis threw Jackson Dart last Monday. My goodness.
Just manhandling the Marvelous one. Listen, he's got to get out of the ring at this point, create some space. You need a timeout, brother, because this is not working out for you at all.
I'd be interested to hear what Marvelous was going to try to do in this match. And that may turn things around using Marshall Moore's momentum against him.
He went shoulder first hard into that post. There's a roll-up. One,
that could do it.
Two. Oh, he got him! He got him!
Here is your
Wow!
Chris Marvelous!
Getting dominated 95% of that match. Chris Marvelous just pulls a rabbit out of his hat right here during the holiday season. It is a magical time of year, and what a marvelous win for the Marvelous One.
I call it the most deadly finish in professional wrestling. Any variation of a cradle, it has snuck more people than polio, and it just got Marshall here tonight. I am shocked.
And Marshall Moore arguing with the referee, but it is all in vain as the referee's decision is final. And your winner at Wreck the Halls to open the show, Chris Marvelous, and that just may do him some wonders as to getting a permanent spot here at the Establishment Wrestling.
It's an impressive win. He got it done in the ring where it mattered. He found a way, capitalized on one mistake. That's all it takes, is just one, and we just saw what happened.
Now our fantastic ring announcer Curtis McKinnon is going to announce the intros for the next match.
Your following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Here we go.
From Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 211 pounds, the Supreme Outlaw,
Raylan Bennett, a man I am very excited to see tonight. I have never had the privilege of seeing the Supreme Outlaw live and in living color, and I know you guys at home are not seeing him live in living color right now, but I'll do my best to let you all know that this is a big, big man. He's athletic, he is a freak of nature, and we'll see how he fares tonight against an equally dangerous walking nuke, Brian Atomic.
This is the first time I watched for me too live and in living
His
color. I'm
opponents.
stoked to see what he brings to the table.
From Waterbury, Connecticut, accompanied by Tiny Tonelay, weighing in at 178 pounds, he is the walking nuke, Brian Atomic!
Brian Atomic, one of the best strikers, not only in the state of Florida, but in the entire gosh dang country, Chris. This is a man who I am very familiar with from my time at WWN. This is a man who cannot be taken lightly. He's aggressive, he's mean, and he is dangerous. There's not a single thing in that ring that Brian Atomic cannot do.
They call him the walking nuke for a reason. This guy's striking ability is second to none. And when it comes to the state of Florida, I put this guy on the top of the mountain when it comes to the ability of the strike and the kicks. The level of violence he can bring, it is unreal. He is Mr. Intensity in every sense of the word.
No disagreements there with you, Chris. This is going to be a fight between two men who really are looking to just make a statement here. Both these guys trying to get on track here at the Establishment Wrestling. We're obviously quite familiar with both of these guys, but only one can come out on top in a match like this.
100%. Brian Atomic's a former executive champion. He's been to the top of the mountain here at the Establishment. You got to think that he's got to be the odds-on favorite here. But the Outlaw, again, from stuff I've seen online, the guy's super explosive.
Brian Atomic has had one heck of a 2025, and here during the holiday season at Wreck the Halls, he's going to look to put an exclamation point on that great year. But for Raylan Bennett, this isn't a guy who is a pushover either. I already mentioned he's big, he's athletic, he's strong. This is a guy that will not go down lightly. He had a great debut versus Kid Kuda not too long ago, and he ended up having a little bit of a hiccup. Now he is back, and he's looking to get back on track, and now he just caught Brian Atomic and threw him down to the floor.
Atomic sliding away here. Brian is definitely one of those cats that's very cerebral. I would have to think at this moment he's plotting and he's planning. He's figuring out what he needs to do in this feeling out process between the Outlaw and Brian himself.
Tiny Tonelli here supporting her man Brian Atomic at ringside. This is such an interesting dynamic between these two. Obviously, Brian Atomic, one of the most despicable, mean-spirited guys you've got here, and then Tiny Tonelli is kind of the opposite.
Listen, their relationship is what we got to cover there. One count only. The relationship between Brian and Tiny has been very kind of up and down. Even as far as last month, man, there was a massive no disqualification match between the two where they actually reconciled.
Goodness.
Nice transition out by the Outlaw. He snagged the ankle for an ankle lock.
Not used to seeing Brian Atomic getting technically out-wrestled this early on. Brian Atomic doing a nice job escaping, using those dangerous feet. You can see he has those pads on his feet. A little bit unique. You don't see a lot of guys doing that. Typically you're seeing a knee pad boot combo or just boots, but not Brian Atomic.
What a shoulder block.
Bennett just throws Brian Atomic to the ground, and Atomic has to regroup here.
You're 100% correct. I've never seen Atomic get the opening minutes of a match get this far down.
Whenever you talk about what could my career look like if I put in the hard work, what can I do in a year to make myself a household name, not just here in Florida, but across the country in independent wrestling, Brian Atomic is somebody that you would look at as a case number one. This guy has had a great year, but Ryland Bennett looks impressive early on.
He is definitely, he being Bennett, has maintained the momentum here, which is it is surprising with the ability that Atomic has, not only as a submission style and as striking, but as we can see right here, he's transitioned.
Oh, man. Oh, that arm is not supposed to bend that way, Chris.
Look at the positioning of the foot on the arm behind the back.
And Brian Atomic mocking the crowd, who's now trying to get Ryland Bennett back into it by basically just giving him the most painful high fives you can imagine. Oh man.
The arm is indeed the subject for the walking nuke. He weathered the storm to kick things off with the Outlaw. Now he's got it in firm control. And there's the strikes. Here we go.
Brian Atomic began under the Vi method with Casey Vi, and obviously Tiny kind of helped him get out of that. He kind of looked at it as a cult, and then a hip toss from Ryland Bennett, and another. Nice drop kick. Ryland Bennett looking impressive. Cover, 2, no, Atomic.
The vertical leap from the Outlaw right there. Oh my God.
How impressive is the athleticism of the Supreme Outlaw? Put one shot from Brian Atomic, and that's all it takes when you're as deadly a striker as the Walking Nuke.
Atomic is now measuring the Outlaw, strategic with his strikes. Referee trying to get him back out to the center of the ring. Atomic's not giving any on that.
Atomic holding himself up on the ropes, counters with an elbow. Here comes Atomic now, transitions out of the forearm, and looks like Bennett has the ropes, but a nice move from Atomic, and now the Kawada kicks right to the forehead. Devastating Kawada kicks from Brian Atomic.
The Outlaw has now found himself in trouble here. These are the strikes that we're talking about. Atomic can come at him out of left field, can come from nowhere.
We're live here in Castleberry. I'm not sure Bennett is aware of where he is right now, though.
He's definitely been knocked for a loop after those Kawada kicks. And Atomic has now turned this thing around. Again, weathered that storm. Oh, it looked like the Outlaw just absorbed that chop.
Well, so much for being out of it from those Kawada kicks. Ryland Bennett just absorbed that chop. And he gives Atomic one of his own. I could feel that. My wife could feel that at home in Merritt Island, an hour and a half east of here.
Oh, man.
Wait, hang on. Shh. Oh! Ryland Bennett just got kicked right in the back of the knee, and Brian Atomic, again, this is those devastating strikes. Brian Atomic can get back into a match with just one strike. So impressive.
You can't look past the walking nuke. They call him the walking nuke for a reason, because the brother can explode at any point, as he's showing us here right now at Wreck the Halls 2025.
And again, Rylan Bennett has just been so impressive. Both of these guys really, really needing to win this match to gain some momentum going into 2026. And for Rylan Bennett especially, he has had a very frustrating time since coming back. He hasn't had a whole lot of really clean matches, really clean opportunities to show what he can do since returning. So we haven't really seen what he's capable of a whole lot. And so this is a really nice opportunity for everybody here and everybody watching at home to see what he can do just like that.
He just turned Atomic inside out with that lariat. You're right when you say that he hasn't been able to show a whole lot thus far, but a match like this with Brian Atomic, he's definitely opening eyes right now.
Speaking of eyes, Brian Atomic's eyes look glazed over right now. Now it's his turn to not have any idea what city he's in, and a big suplex, cover, float over, 1. And Atomic out at 2. Not quite yet for Bennett. Rylan Bennett closing in on a victory. Look at the strength, and Atomic hanging on to the second rope.
He's clinging onto that rope for dear life. Bennett breaks him free.
Oh,
German suplex.
with Tiny Tenali at ringside as Bennett looks over and says, hey, I could do a German suplex too there, Queen.
It looked like he was getting approval from the suplex clean there.
And it's bold for Rylan Bennett to be trash talking on that 2 count.
That could have very well cost him right there, too.
That was a lazy cover, or a little bit of a lazy cover, at least a nonchalant cover. I won't say lazy cover. That may be a bit harsh. But Brian Atomic floats through, blow right to the stomach, now to the side of the face. And again, these devastating strikes from Brian Atomic. He's always in these matches, but all it takes is one gut wrench into a suplex and a float over. Look at that impressive move from Atomic, and a huge kick. Down goes Bennett, cover. And now Bennett kicks out. What a match here at Wreck the Halls. These two guys give it everything they have.
They're definitely showing up and showing out at every sense of the word right now. We've got Atomic looking into locking in a side headlock.
It's kind of hard to tell what kind of move. It looks like a reverse
chancery.
Okay. Brian Atomic looking to shift his weight to get it on more on top of that side of the neck of Rylan Bennett, the Supreme Outlaw, trying to fight his way out of it.
Bennett has no choice. The neck is not supposed to bend in that direction.
Absolutely
and the torque
not.
that Atomic is putting on him right now. He got to the rope.
He's
gonna
able
get a
to
break.
get his foot on the rope, and Atomic smartly using that entire count, and now a stomp right to the back of the leg, and now back into a chin lock. And you can see that elbow. I know it's hard with the kind of sleeve in the way, but that elbow is directly underneath the jaw of Rylan Bennett. Textbook, exactly how you're supposed to do it. If he could just shift his weight a little bit, he's able to get all the pressure on the carotid artery, but the Outlaw fighting out of it.
Off the ropes, Atomic goes. Oh, he got caught.
Oh.
Fireman's carry.
Wow!
Planted him right there. Atomic is down.
Looked like an Ushigoroshi. It was kind of hard to tell, but whatever it was devastating. Brian Atomic, you can see the look.
Wow!
Yes, indeed it was. Great replay there from our replay center. Ushigoroshi, indeed it was. What a move from Rylan Bennett, just pulling that out of nowhere.
And this gives the Outlaw some much-needed time to recover here. Atomic's been on the offense the last several minutes.
And Chris, what can these guys do? These guys have thrown just about everything they have at each
Oh,
other.
fireman's carry.
Wow!
Makes a crucial mistake.
Planted
Which
it.
one of these two is going to make it? Who's going to capitalize on it?
Oh, from
Oh.
halfway across the ring again. The athleticism into a spine buster from the Outlaw.
Bennett off the ropes. Drops a leg to follow up. Got a cover.
2. No, Bennett out at 2 again.
Bennett cannot get frustrated right here. What we've seen from Brian Atomic, period. The guy's got a gas tank. He can continue to absorb as much offense. Where I've seen people slack and lack is by getting frustrated because they cannot put him away.
Brian Atomic reaching for Tiny Tenali out at ringside. She cannot help him now. Ryland Bennett setting up in the corner. Looked like he was going for a spear and got kneed right in the nose. Atomic, springboard 360 kick.
Cover, 1, 2.
No! No! Another kick out! What a match right here in Castleberry at Wreck the Halls. I can't believe it.
I'm questioning now. I saw
Atomic,
a minute ago, Brian.
springboard 360 kick!
Sorry to interrupt you there, Chris.
No, you're totally fine. I was saying it. Brian Atomic's grabbing that knee earlier. I'm kind of curious to see, did he tweak that? Could that play into the equation here?
Now Atomic telling Tiny Tenali what he's going to do to the Supreme Outlaw. What's he setting up here? Crowd trying to get Bennett back into this thing. Step up knee, and he's caught and thrown right down. Bennett cover again. Deep hook in the leg, and Atomic at 2 again. What do these men have to do to put the other away?
To quote a co-host on my channel, somebody get me a kitchen sink. That's where we're at right now.
Are there any kitchen sinks in Castleberry that are not being currently used? Because these men may need it. And now the Outlaw, quite literally, is about to turn all business. The gloves are coming off, Chris.
I'm really impressed with what I've seen out of Bennett here tonight.
I'm impressed with both these guys, but man, Bennett has just shown how athletic he is tonight.
Absolutely. He's opening some eyes. And another scoop slam on Atomic.
Brian Atomic, you can see mouth wide open, all that air being driven out of him, and now raining down fists on the striking Brian Atomic. Bennett showing that he can strike as well.
Got to watch that count from the referee. The last thing Bennett wants here is to get disqualified over losing his cool. That may cost him here. He's got to keep a level head. He's got to maintain the control here. A win for Bennett here tonight does wonders.
And for Atomic, he's got to find a way out. Now chops, open hand palm strikes right to the forehead of Bennett. Now mounting him in the corner. Look at this. Very creative. He's just stopping him down, and then a double knee in the corner, driving all of the air out of the soul of Ryland Bennett.
Atomic bringing him out to the center of the ring here. What's he looking for?
I think I know what he's looking for. And that shout means one thing.
Down,
Best
and a
foot
double
stomp
knee.
ever! And he's
Driving
got it! That is your ball game, folks.
2. That's it.
Oh, man, what a match.
Here is your winner.
These guys delivered tenfold here. How do you top that tonight?
If anybody was unfamiliar with either of these two men, you better get familiar, because these two men are going to be the future of the establishment wrestling right here in the Empire Arena. But tonight, only one could win, and that is the Walking Nuke. The Brian Atomic, excuse me, I'm so flustered I can't even speak.
Man.
What a match we just saw.
I'm right there with you. This was nothing but excitement from 2 young studs in Florida that you've got to get your eyes on now. And I 100% agree with you. The future of establishment wrestling's in that ring right now, and you've got to watch these guys moving forward.
And I'll tell you what, with all the ups and downs here, specifically in establishment wrestling, I talked about how great a year Atomic's had, but here in establishment wrestling, this was a huge win for him. And for Ryland Bennett, I don't care if he lost. He showed everybody exactly what he's made of, and I am so impressed.
Ryland Bennett's got a major, major upside in every sense of the word. I cannot believe, I was baffled and mind blown by some of the stuff this guy was doing in the ring tonight. Looks like we're going to get some show of respect
I sure
here.
hope we do.
Shake his
Tiny
hand.
Tenali looking to tell her man to shake his hand as well, as is the crowd.
Listen to the crowd. We got a handshake. It may not have been the one that you wanted.
Tiny Tenali's like, no, come on. He kind of did it. Yeah, but he kind of didn't. But again, this is an interesting dichotomy between those two. But again, congratulations to Brian Atomic, but also congratulations to Ryland Bennett, because that was the best performance he could have asked for outside of a win tonight.
Absolutely, 100%. Bennett is on my radar. He should be on everybody's radar. I can't get over how great that was. Those two guys just put on a clinic.
Once again, our fantastic ring announcer, Curtis McKinnon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
CJ Mallory on his way to the ring here, being welcomed by the fans of the establishment. Listen to this crowd. They are already here for CJ in every sense of the word, TJ.
And of course, JC Black accompanying to him at ringside. CJ Mallory basically taking this match, coming to the honor, coming to the side of JC Black, because it's really her that has all the problems with Wilson Dyer. And we're going to see how this goes. And for non-stop CJ Mallory, this would be a huge statement win from a surging Wilson Dyer.
Opponents.
Oh my gosh, Dyer, you're so viral! Wilson Dyer, the influence blowing up the
From
wire.
Syracuse, New York, residing on your For You page, weighing in at 160 pounds, the algorithm of anomalies, social media savant, the one-man trending topic, the influence, Wilson Dyer!
TJ, it looks like you're best friends on the way to the ring. I saw the disrespect he showed you earlier this week. I can't believe it. Here he is, rocking a New York shirt in Florida, in Orlando.
Well, you know, he knows that I'm a Boston guy, so I'm sure that was the choice he made. But again, that was my interviewing kind of job right there. But tonight, I will be impartial. I'm going to call this match right down the middle, I can assure you. But yeah, I make no bones about it. Wilson Dyer is no friend of mine.
Well, we're getting ready to get started here, and look, he's already barking at the referee. Like,
I mean, I'm not really surprised. Wilson Dyer has made a career, out of taking shortcuts. Basically, this is a guy who struggled early on, then ended up leaving, getting injured, coming back, and has been on a winning streak ever since. And I'm going to give him credit where credit's due. He's won a lot of matches, but he hasn't won any of them without shenanigans. He's won them dirty. He's cheated, he's taken shortcuts, he's taken advantage of other people's mistakes. That's just what he does, and that's just what a guy of his generation, quite frankly, does.
but currently he's got a side headlock, just got transitioned out by CJ. Nice takeover there.
CJ Mallory, again, with JC Black at ringside. I'm interested to see how this is going to go. JC Black, we saw earlier on this week, or in earlier weeks, that she got injured in her last match against Casey Lennox, and we all hope that she has a very speedy recovery, but she really struggled. When she got that news, she started, for lack of a better term, crashing out, Chris.
Yeah, no, I hate to hear anybody get injured. I do wish her a speedy recovery. But in the meantime, we do have CJ stepping in to take care of business here. And Dyer's out to the floor.
Dyer taking a minute, trying to regather himself, come up with a plan here.
It looks like he's trying to find somebody to scream at.
Well, there you
told
go.
ya.
Yep, and there he found one, obviously. And again, For JC Black, I do want to say this for all of us here at the Establishment Wrestling. We do have her back. We hope that she has a speedy recovery, but keep in mind, folks, she is not medically cleared to get into any physical contest tonight. She's not medically cleared to compete. And Wilson Dyer has taken a seat out by our producer's table over there. And, of course, basically just playing mind games with Mallory. And, of course, doing some of the latest memes, of course. Why not?
Well,
That's
know,
what guys like him do. And a big drop kick from nonstop CJ Mallory.
Dyer back out to the floor. He spent more time on the floor than he has in the ring.
And yet he really just didn't want to spend any time,
Oh,
and here we go.
100%. This is what we want to see.
Here comes Mallory,
Oh,
and
it's
Dyer
hard.
playing possum. Suckered CJ Mallory in, and again, I told you this dichotomy between Dyer and JC Black.
Here
comes
JC's
Mallory, and
Dyer
more fragile
playing
emotional state
possum.
than we're used to seeing her. I'm curious to see how much she's going to be able to take in a big knee from Dyer.
Shoots him across the ring. Chest first into the buckles.
Gosh, do you have any idea how hard you have to throw somebody to have them bounce chest first off those turnbuckles? I'll give you a spoiler. Pretty freaking hard, Chris.
Here's something with Dyer that I have noticed in a lot of his matches. He's wasting a lot of time. He had an opportunity there, and instead he placated to the crowd while he
Focusing on
just
that.
wrapped his CJ's knee around the post. He had opportunity to do more damage.
Wrapping that knee right around the post and looking to do it again. Wilson Dyer breaking the referee's count to do some more damage, at least in theory, on the outside. And there we go, now attacking the other knee. Both knees of Mallory starting to get compromised.
While I may not like Wilson Dyer, the strategy there is on point. You take out both the legs, you can't stand, period. He's obviously done some homework here. Now he's pinpointed.
Now wrapping that leg around that rope. Oh, and a big kick. CJ Mallory in huge trouble. And now look at Dyer.
And for the record, folks, if you're watching on YouTube, the rope's a steel cable. He just kicked a steel cable up into it, the backside of his
Yeah,
CJ's leg.
it definitely doesn't tickle. That's for sure.
At all. And the attack continues here. Dyer now talking trash.
Oh, and there you go. CJ Mallory trying to fight out of it. What a chop. Let's see if he can put something together, and here we go. This is exactly what Dyer wanted to avoid, picking up the pace.
CJ firing up with a lariat followed by a drop kick to the back. He's calling for something, TJ.
And on one leg, he's hobbling, but a 619.
And he connected with one leg. But did it do too much damage?
It may have. You could see him struggling to get up to the top turnbuckle, trying to get feeling back in that knee, but non-stop looking to fly.
Got
it.
1, 2.
Oh, and Dyer out at 2. Not quite yet for CJ Mallory. 2 young studs going at it here. On one leg, he's hobbling, but a 619.
And he connected. Young studs in Florida. We just saw a replay of that crossbody. That was fantastic by CJ. He got some serious hang time.
And that's with his leg not feeling pretty good. Imagine how high he would have gotten up there and how far he could have jumped if his knee was 100%.
100%. This CJ is very impressive so far. Up to the top we go again. Swanton, but nobody home.
And that's why we call it high risk, guys. CJ Mallory took the chance, and it did not work out. And now Dyer, feet on the ropes, and the referee catches him. And JC Black. Uh-oh. And JC, you got to be careful, JC. I know it's been a hard couple of weeks, but don't let this guy get in your head, JC. Oh, my goodness. CJ almost took out JC Black.
Dyer got out of the way there.
And you can see still favoring that knee. Oh, face filter, and that's gotta do it. Dyer with the win.
Here is your winner, the Influence, Wilson Dyer.
Wilson Dyer once again taking advantage of the distraction, and for JC Black, that may just be too much mentally for her to handle, but for CJ Mallory, what a battle, what a fight he put up. But at the end of the day, you can like it, you can hate it, but you have to respect the results from Wilson Dyer.
He pulled the win.
He's still favoring that knee.
No doubt about
Oh, face!
Shenanigans afoot, if you will. The distraction may have cost CJ there. Dyer is just Wilson Dyer.
And the Influence with a big win there, and I do believe it is now time for our intermission. So we are going to take about a 10 to 15 minute break here, so we will be right back. Here we go.
All right, establishment.
All right.
We just got word that JC Black is out for what sources are saying will be months following a head, neck, and bicep injury sustained during her match at Next Order of Business. We're unsure what this means for the Jack of all trades moving forward, but we wish her a speedy recovery and look forward to seeing her in the ring again soon.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. The tour is over. For those of you that don't know me, what up? It's your girl, JC Black. And I'm the jack of all trades. And for the last 11 months or so, I've been on what I've called the breakout tour. Because this year was supposed to be my year. This year, I was supposed to make a name for myself. This year, all of you were supposed to know who JC Black is. I've walked around calling myself JC motherfucking Black for the last few months. And honestly, looking back on my career this year, what have I literally done? Nothing. I've done nothing. So what did I do? I had a match with Casey Lennox at the establishment's Next Order of Business. And I put all my cards on the table and I told all of you, bet on Black. But you know who didn't bet on Black? Me. I did it. And the house won. Now I'm on the bench for 2 months while I just watch all of you live my dream, and I have a recovery plan that I didn't even ask for. Oh. But I want you guys to take these next 2 months, and I want you to prepare yourselves, because when JC Black comes back, she ain't just gonna be the jack of all trades. She's gonna be your last resort. And you can bet on that.
I could still.
Do I have to commentate with him in January? Can you replace me, please?
Man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you all can hear us now. So we are back here live at Wreck the Halls in Castleberry, Florida. We just got done with our intermission, and that just means we are halfway through our card tonight, and we've got 3 more outstanding matches. Apparently, I don't know how to count, guys. I don't know what 3 plus 3 is. It's really a frustrating day for me.
It's all right. That's not my thing either. Don't feel bad.
3 more outstanding matches, and we're going to start right now. Let's get into our fantastic ring announcer, Curtis McKinnon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Manhattan, New York, the Menace of NYC, the HBIC, and Boricua in charge, Jayla Hyde.
A huge establishment wrestling standout early on in her career. She has returned very recently to the establishment wrestling, looking to regain her footing, and no better way to do it than by a victory here tonight against someone we've already seen tonight, Tiny Tonali, here at Wreck the Halls in Castleberry. Chris, this is going to be a fight.
It absolutely is. I'm very familiar with Jayla Heights.
Accompanied by the walking new Brian Atomic, she is the current golden ticket holder, the Suplex Queen, Tiny.
And the sight of Brian Atomic holding 195 medals is weirdly disconcerting after what we saw him put Waylon Bennett through earlier tonight. But if you know anything about Tiny Tonali, it's not shocking at all, Chris.
No, the Tiny is a well-established wrestler, grappler. Oh, here we
Oh,
go!
and Jayla Heights just going for blood right away. My goodness.
I've been looking.
Wow.
Oh, what a throw! I have been looking forward to this since I saw the announcement, and this is starting off hot and heavy.
A known striker versus a technical grappler. This is going to be an interesting clash of styles and a kick right to the gut. Oh, look at the aggression from Jayla Heights early.
Heights is coming in to make an impact.
Oh,
You
man.
You touched on it earlier. She's reestablishing herself in the establishment for her, and Tiny is just dominating.
I said early on your podcast, Chris, that Tiny Tonali, if anybody's not familiar, she probably looks absolutely nothing like what you would have imagined, and her style is nothing like what you would imagine. She is great at a whole lot of these kinds of throws like that one, and a cover into a bridge, and Heights has to kick out.
Tiny is well established all across the U.S. She's showing us why right here. Here's a cover, 2 count, kick out.
I mean, once she gets a hold of you, it's like a Tiny Tonali. And
It's
a cover into a bridge, and Heights.
Right there of that bridging suplex. Oh, Jayla got the eye there.
Ooh, and a nice leg sweep takedown there, and now just ground and pound on Tonali.
Jayla is stalking Tiny at this point. She weathered the early storm.
And this is only Heights' second match back, and you know, this is somebody that again has so much potential. Can go anywhere, do anything in this company, And so a win against Tiny, a former champion, would go a long way in her career right now. And a big slap from Tonally.
Oh, we're trading some blows. And with Tiny, tonight, man, it's her first true competitive match. Brian Atomic is in the rearview mirror. Can she correct and make an impact right here?
And for those of you not aware, Tiny Tonally, she became champion, and then Brian Atomic actually kind of turned on her and took the title from her. And now, obviously, they've reconciled and put it all in the past. So, and look at Jayla Heights just clothesline after clothesline, and the crowd letting her know what they think about her.
She is using her size and strength to her advantage here, and this is exactly what she's going to have to do to find success against someone like a Tiny Tonally. It's incredible to see. Oh, what a nice running Euro into the corner. She's rocked Tiny twice a second.
I am so impressed with Jayla Heights so far, and then a running knee, and down goes Tiny.
You got Brian right there in the corner there, maybe trying to get it Tiny back into this thing. Cover here by Heights. Another 2 count.
Brian Atomic being very supportive out at ringside so far.
So far, absolutely. What in your mind here, a win for Jayla? What does that do for her with the establishment?
Oh man, I think it puts her in contention for a championship. I think winning against, for no pun intended here, an established name like Tiny Tonally, I think it would just do wonders for her career, and just at the very least getting some momentum back after being gone.
Oh, we're trading some forearms here. I don't know how well this is going to work out for Tiny.
Not necessarily known as a huge striker, but she's holding her own so far. And for Heights, you just have to be able to avoid being grabbed and taken a hold of, because once Tiny gets her hands on you, it's over. But a double clothesline, 2 great minds thinking alike.
The first one to their feet here is going to have a major advantage. Referee about to start laying the count. They landed hard there.
Brian Atomic getting the crowd behind his woman, and the crowd is obliging, trying to get Tiny Tonally back in this thing.
It's just so weird to see Brian as a cheerleader at ringside, but it's worked out right there. Nice!
Oh, and a big suplex, and here we go. This is where it could start to stack up. If Jayla Heights can't get herself out of this, it's going to start to get crazy quick.
Oh, she's in the danger zone right here. The suplex queen.
Cut red suplex!
Living up to her name, her moniker in every sense of the word here.
Took words right out of my mouth, Chris. The suplex queen, showing everybody why they've been given, or she's been given that nickname.
Oh, nice sneak in there with a firewoman's carry.
Oh, throne breaker! And a kick out! What a move!
I thought this was over. This crowd thought it was over. Jayla Heights finds a way to get that shoulder off the mat. Nice sneak in
Look
there
at
with
this.
a
Once again,
firewoman's
another look
carry.
at this throne breaker. Oh, throne! Somehow was not enough, and now Jayla Heights just throwing Tiny Tonally into the corner off that turnbuckle.
Face forward suplex follows it up. Jayla is in firm control.
Oh, and a knee. That could do it. I think she's out. No, and a kick out at 2.
Tiny digging deep here. Another cover by Jayla.
And another kick out. I'm sorry, Craig. I don't know what I'm seeing. This is incredible.
This entire night has been incredible. Everyone in the establishment is showing up and showing out.
Tiny
at Rectal
Tonally into the
Halls.
corner
This is a
off that
fantastic
turnbuckle.
bid. These two ladies are out here crushing it. Jayla's got to be questioning now, what do I have to do?
And you could
to
see
put Tiny away?
she was just pounding on the mat. She doesn't know what she has to do to put Tiny Tonally away.
Frustration cannot be the key here.
Oh! Just thrown into the corner. And Jayla Heights' eyes are just rolled into the back of her head right now.
That was a rough landing, and that can change the whole complexion of this match for Tiny.
And now taking a page out of Brian Atomic's book with those forearm strikes. And oh my God!
Outside in German by the suplex queen. Submission. I thought we were going for a cover.
Oh my
that's
God!
it.
Oh my my God!
Here is your winner via submission, the Suplex Queen, Tiny Tunnelly.
Chris, I have no earthly idea what that submission was or what we call it, so I'll just call it this. Devastating, an instant tap out from Jayla Heights, and I don't blame her. What a win for Tiny Tunnelly.
I think Tiny set that up
Now
nicely.
taking
with
a
that
page
suplex
out of Brian
into the
Atomic's
corner.
book with
The
those
neck was
forearm
already
strikes, and
damaged.
oh
We
my
came
God!
back in with that outside in German. The positioning was perfect. Tiny secures the submission. She is showing why she is one of the most dangerous women in professional wrestling. Not just the establishment, professional wrestling.
And once again, Tiny Tunnelly with a victory over Jayla Heights. For Heights, she's going to have to regroup. But for Tiny Tunnelly, a huge win going forward for her.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, folks. Before we get into this next match, got something special that we want to show you regarding the Tag Team Championships.
All right. You know what I'm saying? It's your boys, you know, the House of Spades. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, lend me your ears. December the 6th, you know, establishment, we have Latinos in full effect. And that, you know, they dubbed it Wreck Her Walls. So therefore, what we're gonna do is—
Pause. It's not called Wreck Your Walls. That's the poster for Rachel's. Come on, big
Oh,
dog.
Rachel's, my bad.
December 6th at Wreck the Halls, excuse me, guys, we have Latinos in full effect. And now, boys, November 15th, we climbed the ladder and we showed everybody why we're the tag team champions here. We showed everybody why we're one of the best tag teams in all of Florida. And December 6th, we're gonna do it again. No disrespect, all the love to you guys, but Vertigo Ramos on December 6th at Wreck the Halls is strictly business.
You know what I'm saying? Strictly business, Wreck the Halls, since it's not Wreck Her Walls, the All Florida Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the House of Spades is about to handle, like he said, business.
And you can bet the house on that.
The following contest is a tag team match. And it is for the All Florida Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, representing Latinos in full effect, the New York Dean Ramos y Vertigo La Cuna Rivera, live!
The Latinos in full effect, out in full force tonight. They are looking to capture gold here at Wreck the Halls.
They came up short last month in that grueling ladder match. Tonight could be a different story, TJ.
Certainly could, and if anybody's going to be able to do it, it's these guys from the Isles of Puerto Rico. These guys are two of the best we've got, and now getting the crowd pumped up, ready to roll for this Tag Team Championship match. So before we get there, we got to see their opponent.
Absolutely. It's a first time watch for life for me, but I'm already a fan. Brother's rocking a Batman patch.
That's right.
Their opponents.
Rocking a lot of patches. Look at that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Sion, the wild card Bobby Chrono. They are your All-Florida Tag Team Champions, the House of Spades.
Curtis McKinnon doing a great job telling you that the champs are in the house.
I am a massive fan of the House of Spades. I have seen them all over Florida. They are an impressive duo, to say the very least. And if you need any further proof to that pudding, they're rocking the tag titles. That tells you everything you need to know.
And Chris, for the House of Spades, you just heard, I just heard, everybody watching at home just heard, they still have a ton of respect for Latinos in Full Effect, for D. Ramos, for Vertigo. These guys still, despite everything that these guys have been through, still have a ton of respect and are looking at this as, you know, some fun. They're going to come to work and they're going to put their tag titles on the line against guys that they really like competing against. How long do you think that's going to last, Chris?
With the championships on the line, you can never put anything past anybody, and that's going to be the telltale sign here. These two teams, they're size-wise, they match up. Strength-wise, I don't know who I'd give an edge to. But when the championships are on the line, anything can happen. Anything.
We saw these guys just a few short weeks ago in a ladder match for those same championships, and the House of Spades came out on top. Will that same story repeat itself tonight, or will we have new champions here at Wreck the Halls?
We're about to find out, man. These belts look nice. They look pretty. We're about to see what happens here as the tag titles are indeed on the line.
Referee Rodney Hunter showcasing those championships to everybody here at the Empire Arena and everybody watching at home.
And we are about set, man. All the talk comes to an end. These two teams are about to lay it all on the line here. One can leave with those beautiful tag titles.
And despite them being called life, these guys have not been tag team partners for life. They actually have only recently started tagging together, but their chemistry has been so high, you'd think they've been tagging together for years.
When you have the chemistry, you have the chemistry. Look, got a handshake right here between these two teams showing the mutual respect. It's still there. It's still intact.
And again, both these guys, the House of Spades in particular, have said that, you know, they have so much respect for these guys and that this is going to be, quote, all fun and games. So we'll see how long that lasts. We'll see if they maintain that energy throughout, or if we start to get into the weeds of this match and they start to realize that gold might be slipping through their fingers, they turn it into another gear.
We're going to find out 100%. Nice snapmare takeover right there.
Went for the big kick, got out of it, nice roll up. Oh, and he went for a big senton and missed it. Nice crucifix pin. Action a little bit too quick to call here. Looking for a backslide. Fighting for position.
Nice.
Not able to get it. And a nice job by Vertigo, but he gets planted. And again, another schoolboy here.
It's hot and heavy. Starting off.
Look at these guys. And another cover and a kick out.
That was some good agility right there by the big man to get into that cover.
And this kind of action you could only see right here at the Establishment Wrestling.
And the crowd is appreciating it off rip. Oh, we got
boy.
Oh, here comes the big man for the House of Spades.
Ray Zion and D. Ramos coming in. And this is about to become a fight real quick.
Here we go. Collar and elbow hook up here.
And Zion backing him into the corner. Referee Rodney Hunter starting that count. Obviously, Zion supplying a lot of the muscle for this group. And they're going to need every ounce of that muscle in order to retain those championships tonight.
Shoulder block, nothing happening there.
Look at this. These two men not giving an inch. And another shoulder tackle, and Zion goes into the ropes. The drop kick from Ramos.
He's got Zion staggering here.
And a big chop. Zion trying to get himself out of this thing.
He eats the boot right there.
Ramos is applying a ton of pressure. Let's see what he's going for. Oh! I don't know what he was going for, but whatever it was, he just got kicked right in the teeth.
He just ate the sole of that shoe, and here we go. You asked how long would it last. It might start breaking down right now.
Bobby Chrono with a nice Hurricane Rana. And here comes Bobby. He's going to fly.
Got him.
And he takes out everybody, including his own partner. And there goes one of our lights. Hopefully everybody's okay. That light came crashing down after the force from that suicide dive from Bobby Chrono. And it looks like everybody is indeed okay. We're going to make sure. Chrono, I don't know what he's looking for here. Suckered him in. Vertigo got kicked.
Watch out.
Roll through. DDT!
Oh, he
Bobby
spiked him.
Chrono, so impressive.
Spiked him hard.
Oh my goodness!
Ramos just absorbed that.
Oh my God! Ramos! Impressive. Look at this. Watch this again. Oh,
hard.
actually, this is. Yes, here we go. Boom! Laid him out. And another huge chop. And Ramos looking like he's not even having fun right now. Looks like he's just had another day on the job for D. Ramos.
Ramos drives him face first into the buckle.
I know we've said all fun and games. It doesn't look like Ramos is having any fun or playing any games right now. Oh my God. Bobby Chrono's chest is turning into a cutting board.
Man, the challengers have turned this thing around over the last couple of minutes.
Oh, and a straight left hand. Chrono goes down hard. He's got to find a way back into his corner. That is not where you want to be.
He's finding himself in harm's way. Eats that chop right across the chest.
Bobby Chrono might not have a chest by the time this night's over. My goodness.
The challengers are they're in firm control here. They continue this onslaught. We could be crowning new champions here.
And again, I hate to harp on this, but the House of Spades have said this is going to be fun in games. I don't think Life got that message. I think that they are out for blood tonight, or at the very least, they're out for gold. Oh, and now controlling the fingers, snapping the wrists, snapping the fingers of Bobby Chrono, and you can hear his wails of pain in the middle of the ring right now.
I commonly refer to that as take 'em and break 'em, baby. That's
But
exactly
now
what
controlling the
Ramos is.
fingers,
He's
snapping the
now.
wrists.
The challengers' Life are taking this over.
And whatever plan House of Spades had going into this, it might as well be thrown out with the bathwater at this point.
Oh, headbutt right there. The referee saw it. It was definitely in the midsection, was not low.
And now they are jaw-jacking with Rodney Hunter here. Going to be a tough night for him if Latinos in Full Effect are going to be this intense.
Well, you gotta be. You're coming in as the challengers. You have no other alternative but to hit that one speed. Go.
Chrono just trying to get anything, and Ramos just snatched him out of the air and then tossed him with a slam like a rag doll. Oh my goodness.
Smacking those hands. He's saying this is over.
And it may be quickly into a cover.
We got a break there.
Zion just quickly breaking that up. Snatched him out of the air and then tossed him with a slam like a beautiful, but right now Ramos and Vertigo are just dominating Bobby Chrono right now. Oh, and you could see it. He knew it was coming, and there was nothing he could do. And life is telling you that kick, much like Cam Little in nearby Jacksonville, might have been good from 70.
Oh. And a back senton to follow up there.
If Bobby Chrono doesn't get to his corner soon, they might have to scrape him off the ring with a shovel. And a kick out.
This is anything but fun and games at all.
I know, and again, this is, both of these teams are so impressive. They have such great resumes. And right now, Bobby Chrono is just being taken back behind the woodshed. Can he find a way to escape before this old dog gets put down?
They say that the tag team division is wrapped around life and they are front runners, but tonight, man, this is what's going to make or break it for them in every sense of the words.
Absolutely, and for House of Spades, these guys have had such a great 2025. I would say this has been their best year as a team since their inception. A loss tonight, I feel, would be a huge stain on what otherwise would have been a fantastic year, but right now, it's looking like it's leading that direction.
I can't agree with you more there, TJ. Oh, wait, hold on one second. Bobby cuts him coming in. No, counters.
Just like what you said, looking for a Uranagi, and Chrono headbutts, and I'm not sure how much of a great idea that was. Into a German, oh my God!
He almost suplexed him out of his tights right there.
And out of the ring. And these fans letting Vertigo know that they don't appreciate it. And he doesn't look like he cares much right now. Man, and we almost had a new champions right there. And I'll tell you what, I'm seeing a darker side. I'm seeing a lot more aggression out of Latinos in full effect. I'm not sure how much of a great idea that was. Look at this German. Into a German, oh my back of the neck.
Bobby is he's in dire need here. He is in trouble. The challengers have, they are executing a game plan to perfection here.
I don't know, exactly. I don't know what their game plan was. Obviously, it was just to come out and physically dominate Bobby Chrono, and that's exactly what they've done.
They have isolated him. They have kept the big man on the apron. This is the strategy they have to employ if they're going to be successful. Listen to this crowd get behind Bobby.
And they are trying to get Bobby Chrono back into this match, and a chop of his own, and these two guys are just fighting, and Chrono fighting with everything he's got to try to get back into it, and a kick to the back of the head. Oh, and then a kick to the knee, and Chrono goes right back down. Misses the huge kick, goes for the back elbow. He got that. Oh, my goodness. Chrono might be out. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. He has no idea where he is right now.
Unbelievable strike right there.
The huge kick goes for the back elbow. He got that.
Knee.
Oh my goodness! No doubt about it. That rocked Bobby Chrono, and if he doesn't get Ray Zion into this match soon, they are not going to end this year at gold. And he almost had it there, but Ramos pulled Zion off the apron. You might not like it, but it was smart.
It's smart. It's effective. It keeps Bobby in the ring. The big man for our champs out on the floor. This is not a good spot.
And a lot of people have called these guys the future of the tag team division here at the Establishment Wrestling. My God. But right now, they are looking like their time is now.
The explosiveness of life on display right now, it is unreal.
Bobby Chrono just trying anything, trying to get a little bit of space to get Zion in this match here. And that may do it. Just threw him right into the corner. You got to get out, Bobby. Not quite yet. Oh, and that's why. Turned inside out. He needed to tag there, and he didn't, and he paid for it.
Cover. 1, 2. Oh, we got to save.
Zion again. The only reason they are still champions right now is because Zion has gotten involved a little bit here, and he's had to. He's had no choice.
I mean, it's about keeping the championships.
Look at this. The referee distracted, and Ramos with a few extra blows in there. And man, life is really, really getting frustrated here. Bobby Chrono still being in this match. Rodney Hunter has his hands full with both halves of life right now.
Listen, Life is dominating our tag team champions, the House of Spades. And that is not something that I was expecting to see here, considering how dominant House of Spades have been throughout 2025.
Yeah, exactly. House of Spades has had a great year, and right now, Bobby Chrono is just a punching bag for Vertigo and Ramos. And let's see what they're going for here. And I guess we'll never know. Chrono gets out of the way, and he's got to get to his corner.
He needs the tag here in the worst way.
And he's not going for it now, but he took him out.
High risk paid off. Now's the time. Can Bobby get to the corner? Can Vertigo get into the ring and shift the complexion of this match?
And unfortunately, Chrono has Vertigo in between him and his corner. Now Vertigo gets out in a tag, and here comes Ray Zeon, the big man, trying to turn this match around.
And he is throwing some heavy blows here.
All the punishment that life put his partner through, Zeon's gonna look to bring it all back himself.
Oh, Zion's got him set up here in the corner.
Oh, and Ramos! Oh, and he took out Chrono in the corner. Zeon, very rarely does he get hit like that and dropped, but we just saw it right there.
I know, Zeon is down. Everybody is down. Look
set
at this
up here in the
replay right
corner.
here. Watch this pounce out of nowhere.
Oh, and
the
Ramos!
force.
Oh, and he took out Bobby Chrono in the corner. And again, I don't know what Chrono's obsession is with being in that corner, but he really needs to get back to his own. He hasn't spent barely any time over there this entire match.
Chrono's the illegal man right now. We got to keep our eyes on Zion right, or Zeon, excuse me. He is down in the corner. This would also be a situation where Life needs to maybe focus on the legal.
Oh my goodness, what is Vertigo going for here? Could he be looking for the biggest Hurricane Rod I've ever seen? Oh my God!
Unbelievable!
That's gotta do it! Oh, and Zeon saves the match!
The athleticism there. A top rope Hurricane Rana into a
going
cutter.
for here. Could he be
Looked
looking
like their
for
version
the
of
biggest
like
Hurricane
like
Rana
a
I've ever
3D.
seen? Oh my goodness! Wow! That would have been that had to have been it had Zeon not broken that up, Chris.
Absolutely 100%. Oh, wait a second. Zeon with the power.
Oh my gosh, look at the strength into a power bomb! And now it's Ramos' turn to break things up.
Unbelievable.
And Chris, this isn't even our main event. This
No.
is insanity. Oh, and a kick into a vertical suplex. Ramos is on Dream Street in a cover, and Vertigo breaks it up. Chrono caught again, looking for a Uranagi, got a back elbow, and ran into a buzzsaw. Oh, and a spear by Zeon.
Cut him in half right
Ramos,
there.
oh! A jumping cutter, what a move from Ramos. Now everybody's down.
That was smart by the champs to roll towards the ropes to get out of harm's way. We are at a stalemate here, square one. Both of these teams are laying it on the line. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome," 100% correct.
What a night, what a match. And thank you once again to our sponsor, Toy
Cut
for
him in
Tots.
half
You see
right
on the
there.
screen right there.
It's a thing of beauty right there.
What a match we're seeing, and look at this. We're up to a count of 6 here. And it looks like all 4 men. Oh my God, Rodney Hunter! No, just got absolutely destroyed by all four men. That had to be close to 1,000 pounds of humanity that just crushed our referee, Rodney Hunter.
Somebody check on Robbie. He
My
is
God.
hurt.
Can we get medical out here, please?
He is down.
Look at this again. I don't know why we're showing this again. That's not a wrestler. That's just a man trying to pay his bills, trying to pay his dues. Oh my God, Rodney Hunter just got annihilated.
Now's where it comes down to. No referee. Anything to
I wonder where this thing is gonna go. Look at just the humanity strewn about ringside, and look at Bobby Chrono and Vertigo on one side, Ray Zeon and D. Ramos on the other, and they're just brawling now. This is divulged into a fight. So much for fun and games, because wait a minute. What does Ramos have? He has one of those presents.
He thought about using it, but thought better.
And you can see he thought better of it, but Zeon didn't think better of it, just clocked him right in the head with a water bottle. And again, I don't see any fun and games here, Chris.
Absolutely not. This is breaking down.
Oh, and Zeon just chopped his own hand into the steel ring post, and Ramos with a right hand. Chrono and Vertigo still battling on the other side, and they are just brawling right now. And Rodney Hunter somehow back to his feet, imploring these guys to get back in the ring. And this is a championship match. A lot of leeway being given here by our referee.
He's losing complete control here, though.
He definitely is, and
respect and friendship's out the window here. This is turning into an all-out fight.
And again, Rodney Hunter's trying to get these guys back in the ring to continue the match, and these guys are just not listening to him. And he's given a lot of leeway in this match. He could have disqualified everybody after he got attacked, even though it was an accident and he didn't.
Oh, we're parting the Red
Oh
Seas.
my God, now the fans. Oh my God, and Chrono into the chairs. And now, Rodney Hunter has thrown the match out, folks.
He had no choice.
The following contest has been ruled a no contest.
And just like what you said, Chris, I don't think Hunter had any much of a choice. The life might not like it, but I think that's the correct call here, Chris.
Absolutely. We've lost complete control here. What else can you do?
Oh my God, and Chrono! And now Zeon with a chair. This cannot be good. We've got to get some help out here. These guys are going to tear apart the Empire Arena if they're not careful. Wait a minute, is Zeon handing the chair to Ramos? And it looks like both men thinking a little bit better of hurting each other. And again, both these teams have a lot of mutual respect. And Life gets back in the ring, and Rodney Hunter just trying to gain control of this whole situation. But the important thing right now is this means House of Spades does still leave here as tag team champions.
Absolutely nothing is settled here, though.
Oh, 100%. They're going to have to meet again down the road because nothing is final here. And House of Spades trying to get back into the ring, and our referee Rodney Hunter is just trying to gain control here. There's not really anybody coming out to help this guy.
This crowd is wanting them to fight.
And the crowd just wants Rodney Hunter to get the hell out of there and let him fight. And House of Spades. Oh my God, no! Why? What did he do? Are you kidding me?
This is unbelievable.
Vertigo and D. Ramos just willingly attacked our referee. Oh my God, he has it. Oh my God, look at him. He's not moving, guys. Guys, we need to get medical out here. We need to get medical out here right now.
This is wild. We see the head of the he is getting involved here. Charlie's not having it.
Do we have to show this replay? Why are we showing this? Why are we letting people know that this is a thing? Stop it. That's not a wrestler in there. That's just a referee. Are you kidding me?
Referee being checked on. I can't believe what we just saw here. That was completely despicable. Absolutely.
They did it when House of Spades was on the apron. They were just standing there. When as soon as House of Spades took a step off the apron, they attacked Rodney Hunter when his back was turned. Listen, I hate to be this guy, but that is just nothing but a coward move from Latinos in full effect.
They should be fined. They should be suspended. Something should happen here. This is no way that you treat an official.
And what's gotten into them? I don't understand. These two teams, it was all about mutual respect. It was all about the tag team championships. And just because this match didn't go your way, by their own fault partially, suddenly you think it's okay to attack our officials? And rightfully so, this crowd applauding for Rodney Hunter. I don't know what to say anymore.
I'm glad he's moving after that. The fact that he's moving, I have no words.
I know we don't have a camera on it, right? What?
House
Again,
of Spades.
we're showing this again.
Oh!
Now he's showing this again. This should not be continually broadcasted. And look at Rodney Hunter. Rodney Hunter, I'm amazed that he's on his feet right now, and the look on Bobby Chrono's face says it all. They may have escaped with their tag team championships today, but the Establishment Wrestling lost a piece of itself tonight. And I don't know if they're ever going to get it back. And again, the look on Chrono's face says it all. I don't think he knows what just hit him. And I will say, we will try to keep you updated on Rodney Hunter's condition as we go throughout the rest of the show. But for right now, here's what's important. House of Spades, this match was thrown out. They retained their championships, but this feud is far from over.
Absolutely. We're just getting started here. This crowd solidly behind the champ. While this was thrown out, this war is just starting.
And speaking of just starting, our main event of the evening is about to start, and this is going to be a good one, Chris. I cannot wait. Elias Roman versus Destin. This is going to be just two guys trying to go out there, get some momentum, and prove who's the best. But once again, for right now, I'd say congratulations to House of Spades, but man, that was a crazy night, and I mean, what a match that they had, and it's a shame. It's a dang shame that it had to end like that.
I'm still shocked. I still can't believe what we just saw, and we're getting ready to roll into a street fight. That was a street fight.
Exactly.
In every sense of
yeah,
the word. That
exactly.
turned into a street fight.
As if we haven't had enough chaos. Now we're about to see a street fight, and once again, great Curtis McKinnon gonna announce us there.
Old Curtis Main Event Wrestling Pod, guys. Check them out.
The following contest is your main event of the evening.
Here we go.
And it is a Miracle on Anchor Road street fight. Introducing first,
of professional wrestling is here, and it is Destin. And Destin looking to have a huge statement win here tonight in this Miracle on Anchor Road street fight.
I am a big fan of Destin. I have booked Destin several times for some shows we've done in the past. I am looking forward to this. He has got a big test with his opponent, Elias AK-47 Roman. This is going to be intense.
As if we didn't just see enough violence in our last match, we're about to see a whole lot more here.
Facts.
His opponent.
Hey, you got no witness. Who you with me? Huh? Rod? Smile? You think my truth is gonna help you? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Everybody get up!
From Long Island, New York, weighing in at 160 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of the establishment has arrived. First off, I know the holidays are coming up. I want to thank each and every one of you for donating to Toys for Tots. Give yourself a round of applause.
Fair enough.
Because we all know that Destin's bum-ass mom can't afford Christmas gifts.
I mean, what's wrong with you? Why would you say that?
Do you ever shut your damn mouth? I mean, since day one, you've been running your mouth here. And if my memory suits me right, Della smacked the teeth out your mouth. The whole locker room hates your ass. And the last time you ran your mouth, you cost me a title shot. So how about you shut the hell up and let's get the street fight started?
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Oh, hold on a second here.
That's the WNRN All Florida champion. That's Azrael Rowe. Although, I don't actually think it is Azrael Rowe. I think that's Santa Claus. Santa taking a day off to come out to the Establishment Wrestling. You gotta love to see that.
Old St. Nick is in a festive mood.
And, you know, I don't blame him. He's been stuck in the North Pole for like millions of years, so I don't blame him for not knowing how a mic works here.
Uh-oh.
What's the name, ladies and gentlemen? Now, I'm going to say this. Never before in my wildest dreams would I have to agree with a 17-year-old. Brother, you need to shut the hell up.
Oh.
I'm here to do that in fact, but I'm also a little disappointed in you, Destiny. What? See, you failed twice to get the All Florida champion, and then you decide to move on and get the executive champion. Brother, I'm just sad. But right now, I'm here in a jolly mood, and I think it's my obligation as a WNRN All Florida champion to give opportunities. So how about we make the street fight into a triple threat match?
Oh!
All Florida champion!
The champ has come in, and it looks like we've got it.
Now, a triple threat match for the WNRN All Florida Championship.
Oh my goodness, Curtis McKinnon makes it official, or at least he announces it as official.
In one corner from Long Island, New York, weighing 160 pounds, representing the OTS Project, Elias, AK-47, Roman.
Crowd is not with him at all.
All Florida champion from the City of Angels, weighing in at 135 pounds, the Reaper, Azrael Rowe.
It is official, folks. This is a triple threat match for the WNRN All Florida Championship. Elias, Roman, Destin have been given a gift from jolly old St. Rowe, a gift of a championship match here at Wreck the Halls.
Anything can happen in professional wrestling. It was not scheduled. It's going down right now, impromptu style. Let's go.
Oh, and Elias Roman just immediately going after Destin. And I'll tell you what, I don't know much about this Elias Roman guy, but from what I've heard, this guy never shuts up. And oh my God, look at Azrael Rowe!
Everybody is down on the floor, and I can tell you from Elias AK-47, he is impressive. You do not have to like him. You do not have to respect him, and he does run his mouth, but brother can back it up in the ring.
Well, he's certainly going to have to tonight, and if he does, he'll be able to walk away with gold. But look at Azrael Rowe, the agility and the speed. And I tell you what, it's a little disconcerting that he's still wearing the beard.
Well.
Oh! Yeah, by the way, guys, this is a street fight. So we're going to have to get used to stuff like this.
Destin, go ahead.
Destin barely avoiding that kendo stick shot and a drop kick. And again, Destin, you heard it from Azrael Rowe earlier, has failed multiple times in a low blow. I mean, we're what, 45 seconds in, and this guy's already throwing out a low blow?
It's a street fight. Anything goes. You don't have to like it. He's going to try and get the job done. The stakes have been risen now that the championship is on the line.
I mean, this guy got fired at one point. He was out of a job, and then for some reason, they overturned the firing, and he returned at next order of business, and I don't know, man.
Right now, he is in firm control. Elias with a forearm shot to Destin. This crowd's rallying behind him. Oh, wait, we got Rowe coming out from underneath the ring.
Rowe trying to keep his championship here. He's got two excellent opponents that he's going to have to deal with, and now telling a fan, hey, I'd like to borrow that chair if you don't mind, and right to the spine. These fans letting him know what they think about chair shot. And now a chair shot right off the side of the head.
They are working their way back to the gimmick table. Check it out. Stay out of the way.
Oh, my goodness. And now they're getting on that wooden table. Nothing that happens up there could possibly be good for anybody involved, and then bounced right off the wall. Oh, my God, and a DDT. But look at behind. Look at Destin. He's got a present box.
I don't know the next time that I'll be able to say that I've seen someone get DDT'd on a spool. But here we are.
Yep, well, it happened today, and Azrael Rowe is somehow
cross-body.
Wow, already ready to roll after that DDT, and now all three men are down.
All hell is breaking loose at Empire Wrestling Instant. Here we are.
Yep, well, it happened today, and Azrael Rowe is somehow
take advantage. Destin just got posted.
And this is a very fun and chaotic way to end tonight's festivities, as this is our main event of the evening here at Wreck the Halls in Castleberry. I do want to thank one more time Toys for Tots, our sponsor and our partner for tonight. We could not be more happy to be partnered with Toys for Tots. I'm sorry, there's just no way for me to delicately and adequately talk about Toys for Tots when these three men are trying to kill each other, and a ladder right off the face of Destin. I'm sorry, Toys for Tots, but there's just no way for me to non-violently talk about you at this point. I apologize.
Oh, there are no apologies necessary. After everything that we've seen tonight, this is... Oh, wait a second here. Elias!
Oh, my God.
Slamming Rowe on that ladder. Take it from somebody who's been there. That's going to smart your back.
Yeah, hey, guys, these ladders are not made of rubber. These are solid steel. There is no... Oh, my God.
That did not pay off. High risk was not there
I can hear Elias Roman screaming from here, and this action is too fast to call here. Destin just bounced that chair off of the champion's face. This is insanity.
Rowe's been thrown back into the ring. Destin, oh, he's tossing the apron back. We're looking for more plunder.
And this packed house here.
Wait a second. Destin just went under the ring.
Destin comes out with
lightsabers!
I was about to say, I think those are lightsabers. Let's see if the Force is with any one of these guys. Oh my God, are we gonna get a lightsaber fight? Yes, we are.
It broke.
Oh, well, the good guys and the Jedis always seem to win, so I guess it's only appropriate that Destin comes out on top here in that lightsaber duel. Oh, and a springboard Superman punch. Destin's in control.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And an elbow and a cover. Oh, and almost 3. I think that may have been our first cover in the match. I don't know anymore. I can't keep it straight. Good Lord, what a main event.
They say Destin is the future of Florida wrestling, and that future is now if he continues the pressure and keeps that foot on the gas. Watch Elias here sneaking in from the backside.
Go! Wow, what a beautiful move from Elias Roman, the AK-47, with a crazy move here. Went for it again, but Rowe had it scouted.
No, counter.
Ducks underneath. Into a snap German suplex. The champion. Oh! And a running drop kick. And now all 3 men are down.
It's a pick'em at this point. Elias not able to get to a cover there. This one could be over. Destin going back under the ring.
And this is a street fight. Nothing the referee can do. No disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is you beat your opponent so bad they just can't. What in the world? Destin is hulking up, Chris.
He has got the Hulk hand.
Oh my God. Every 8-year-old boy's fantasy. Destin's living it out right now. Beating up some grown men with Hulk hands.
Destin smash!
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, Chris. My goodness.
And he's going back underneath the ring. I have never seen Destin take it to this level in the year I have been watching it.
Looks like some gift wrapping. And sure, why not get everyone into the holiday spirit by whipping them with some gift wrapping? I think those were supposed to be for the toys that were given away, but you know what? At this point, I'm fine with it.
We're there. We have reached the point of no return. He is wrapping him up. Destin is wrapping Elias like he is a Christmas present.
He's going to send him USPS first class first thing on Monday morning, but for now, Destin is going to the top. Oh, and a splash onto the gift wrapping. There, a kick out. Oh my God, and Rowe follows up. And Destin breaks it up.
This is complete pandemonium within this match right now.
This is what a main event. If you weren't familiar, Destin is going to the top. Establishment Wrestling is here to stay. Look at this. A splash from Destin, followed up by another one from Rowe. And look at Rowe, nice, tremendous balance with a kick right to Destin's, I guess the side of his head, his temple. Oh, and Destin comes right back with a kick of his own.
Destin picking him up, set him up on the top middle rope. We're going up to the top rope. Yes, we are. High rent district here. Keep your eyes on Elias.
You're right, Elias Roman trying to pull himself up, but for right now, Destin and Azriel Rowe are both in peril, trying to get out of this predicament, and Rowe gains the upper hand. And here comes Roman. Oh, Lord, and Rowe Rowe with a horrible fall to the outside.
That was straight concrete floor. You see padding here? That is a thin pad. There's nothing to protect him there.
And hopefully Rowe is okay.
His championship is on the line. This is an opportunity
And look at
now.
Roman right to the eyes of Destin.
Smart. You got to take advantage.
And if anybody is going to be able to utilize this match to gain an advantage, good night, Nurse. Destin is unconscious. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The hat was full of ornaments.
And look at the shattered ornaments in that ring right now. Elias is stomping on them. He's breaking everything up.
Might have just broken the nose of Destin. And I'm not sure if I would be focusing on crushing ornaments. I'd be focusing on crushing my opponent.
He is creating a canvas of pain right now.
Oh no, is he gonna try to, oh my God, not on top of the ornaments, not on top of the ornaments. Oh, to kick it down he goes! Spine first onto the glass! And that's the ball game!
Here is your winner, and still your WNRN All-Florida Champion, the Reaper, Azriel Rowe!
I don't know if that was a win or if that was survival, but he is leaving. Azriel retains.
I think it could very well be both. What a match we just witnessed. So supremely worthy of being called your main event. The ornaments, hang on.
Wait a minute.
Oh, to kick it down he goes!
We've got something happening here. I don't know what's happening here.
I'm as confused as this crowd is, Chris. I don't know what's going on.
Azriel does.
Yeah, and I guess that's all that really matters is a message was sent to Azriel Rowe, and he received it loud and clear. Man, oh man. Well, either way, congratulations to Azriel Rowe, but what a fight. And once again, I do have to say this, for Destin, that has to be a soul-crushing loss. Another opportunity at a championship, and another time he comes up short. The ornaments.
Triple threat.
Oh, to kick it down he goes!
Right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all so much for supporting independent wrestling here at the establishment at the Empire Arena. Make some noise for yourselves. You guys showed up and showed out with a lot of toys donated. We're going to get a word from the owner here in just a second, but I want to let you guys know that our next show is right here in the Empire Arena, December the 13th, next Saturday. So make sure that you come out and support. And we got a message from our owner right here. Show some love.
So, again, thank everybody tonight. Great turnout. I said it last time, but I believe this is probably the biggest crowd we've had in the last year. So I know everybody likes to walk out the double doors, big doors, and go home and whatnot, but I would love for every one of you to walk through that blue door where you came in this morning tonight and look at all the toys that y'all have been to less fortunate people for y'all tonight. Again, thank y'all so much.
Massive shout out to the crowd coming in huge tonight.
December
Toys for
13th,
Tots,
a week
huge
from
success.
tonight, We'll do this one more time. Please come out and support us again. Have a great night. Thank you again. Good night.
All right, folks, you heard the man. What a night we just had Wreck the Halls lived up to his name. Every hall in this building has been completely wrecked. Ornaments, gift wraps, ladders, chairs, kendo sticks, Santa hats, everything is everywhere. But I'll tell you what, thank you all so very much for watching. I am TJ Lopes. This is Chris Page. For all of us here at the Establishment Wrestling, we want to thank you, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night.
Please get home safe. Happy holidays. We'll see you guys here next week on the 13th. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. Fantastic.